everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Cancer. How you guys doing? Hope you're all doing well this week. I did put singles readings up on Monday. If you haven't seen them, go check it out. There may be a message there for you. Cancer, let's see what the overall energy is. Love, life, finance, career. We'll see what comes out. I'm just going to read it as I see it, how it flows. All right, definitely. Wow. Cancer, this could be yourself or somebody. Someone's holding a heart. Somebody's very much in their emotions, maybe in love. There's some kind of a cornucopia. There's a lot of abundance, a lot of beautiful energy here. We have the thinking woman. You may be thinking of someone, thinking of your feelings, your emotions, maybe trying to gain some clarity. Wow, yeah, you want some clarity about commitment, someone's financial foundation. Somebody comes towards you. You're going to tell them the truth. It looks like your foundation is good. Some of you want a family. You want the truth. You want someone to speak that truth. That's that thinking woman. So you could be in your head, but it could be someone thinking of you. Take it as it resonates. See what comes out for this energy here. Liking it. Yeah, very much. The woman holding a heart. Cornucopia is like abundance. It doesn't get any better than this. Something very beautiful is about to happen to do with a family, a commitment, a financial foundation. Maybe you're trying to think about how to get more money, but I see love here. I see emotions, feelings. Maybe you're doing what you love and it's bringing you cornucopia. You're being very wise, very smart to do with your financial foundation, your house, your home, your family. All right, Cancer. Clarity for Cancer regarding the overall energy. What does Cancer need to know? Clear messages and guidance for Cancer regarding the overall energy. There we go. Ooh, the Great Bear. Kind of waking up to the idea of love, are you? Ooh, Six of Vessels, a little bit of a reunion energy. Some of you could actually be going to a family reunion or thinking about it. You may be planning one, actually. You could be the one doing it. I like that energy. And then we have Six of Stones, exploitation. Wow. Okay, so it isn't always. It's a Six of Stones. It's about reciprocity. Yeah, you want someone who reciprocates. Some of you have been giving to someone. You've been giving a lot. You've been sharing some of your wealth. Okay. Somebody's not sharing with you. You're feeling a little exploited. You may be moving away from something here, but there is something to do with the reunion. The Knight of Bows. You got someone who rushes in and out here. This is, it's also somebody who's very focused, a little wily. It is a fox, not a coyote, but it's, they have the same personality, but this is somebody who's very enthusiastic, but very wise. Okay, so be a little careful of anyone who comes in. If someone's exploited you and you've had a tough time in love, I feel like you got somebody who may be coming back. You may have stopped talking or giving your feelings and emotions to somebody. You may have given someone a bit of a wake-up call. Yeah, you may have cut somebody out because they don't want to commit, or they don't have a financial foundation, or they're rushing in and out. But, I see some positive energy. Yeah, you are manifesting, or someone's manifesting you. Take this as, I'm going to read this as incoming. I'm going to read this as your feelings and your emotions and all that. And you can flip the energy, if you will. It just makes it easier. And we have the Green Woman. So what I really feel here is you're manifesting something. You're manifesting money, cornucopia. Very nice. Okay, like I said, it could be the other person, but make sure there's someone here who doesn't want to just rush in and out. Somebody very enthusiastic, maybe because you're manifesting. Okay, I see money, I see growth, personal growth, knowing exactly what you want. Just watch how someone's focused on you. Yeah, there's something evolving and changing in your world. Money's good. There's a lot of growth, personal growth as well. You may have somebody coming back around. Someone who kind of rushed in and out. You may have felt exploited, stopped talking to them. Yeah, you were giving to this person. You were sharing your abundance, your worth, and they were not. So, yeah, it looks that way. Be a little careful. Yeah, you got someone here who's a little sheepish. Somebody who may be wanting to apologize. They're not so sure, though. Yeah, you got somebody here who's not so sure. And I feel, yeah, there you are. You're not so sure about somebody. You're unable to make some kind of a decision. Someone may have rejected you. Maybe they felt, there was something lacking. Maybe you stopped giving to them. Maybe you didn't have a lot to give at some point. I don't know, but I actually feel like it's this person. But I see that Six of Vessels. Someone's reminiscing, thinking. Careful somebody doesn't come in and sweet talk you. It doesn't have to be negative. I mean, this is somebody who's very enthusiastic, They're coming in. There's some kind of change. Some of you evolved, like a lot of personal growth financially looks like it's coming your way. You're manifesting it, but I feel like you're manifesting love too. I feel like you kind of are in an energy where you're just being very smart with your financial foundation. You're doing a lot of thinking. You're very wise, but you're having a hard time making a decision. You're kind of up in your head. I wonder if there's somebody here who didn't see everything you had to offer at some point. They didn't see what was right in front of them. They may have rushed in and out. Now they want to come back around. Be careful of anyone who comes back around if you got some sudden wealth, okay? It was something you've manifested. Make sure you're not being manipulated. Someone's a bit sheepish. This is sometimes someone who tells a story, but it's also someone who's a little shy, a little sheepish, maybe afraid of being rejected. Maybe somebody's going to apologize for rejecting you. I feel like if they do, you're going to have a hard time making a decision with this person. You're definitely going to speak your truth. You've got everything you need. I feel like you have this cornucopia energy. And whatever that means to you, it doesn't mean you're wealthy. It just means that you have everything you want. You're happy. You're in a good place. But I do see you manifesting something very creative. Something, I see the fire lighting under here. You may have a little earth and fire in your chart. You definitely have all the tools you need to manifest change, okay? There's some kind of change. All right. Cancer. There we go. Yeah. So you've got somebody here shining a light on a situation. You have somebody here who wasn't telling you the truth, or they held back something. You know what I feel has happened? What's happened? I think you got someone who has cornucopia as well. And I feel like they were being a little sneaky. They weren't telling you. They weren't giving to you because maybe they felt that you were going to exploit them because you were loving up on them, sharing your feelings and emotions. I think you got someone who kind of held back some truth here. They're shining a light on a situation, a little bit of a wake-up call. You may have cut them out because they didn't want to commit. I'm going to tell you, you have a good foundation here. You're likely everything this person could ever want, but I feel like they're looking for some answers and clarity. Yeah, this person's kind of gone within, looking for clarity, a little introspection here, looking at you from a different angle, wanting to approach you. This person is somebody I feel that there's a little bit of a pause here. You may have been on a break from somebody and just stopped talking to them. You stopped giving to them. This person is kind of going within, a little introspection, looking for clarity within themselves here to do with this Six of Vessels. They're reminiscing, missing you. I feel that I don't honestly feel too much like a sweet talker, maybe a little bit, but I actually feel this person's feeling enthusiastic about something. I think this person didn't tell you a truth about something, and I feel they're about to come towards you, and they want to reach out. They're wondering if you're going to reciprocate, if you still feel the same way. It may have nothing to do with money, but we'll see. Tell me about the Six of Vessels. Yeah, so look at that. Controlling your emotions. You're in control of your emotions. Yeah, you may have taken off in another direction from somebody, stopped talking to them because they weren't reciprocating their feelings. This is someone who's kind of in their head. Somebody kind of kept something to themselves here. They're seeing you differently. They're going within. They're seeing the situation from a different angle, a different perspective. Maybe from your own, why you stopped talking, why you stopped reaching out, sharing your feelings. Yeah, you got somebody coming in to take control. Someone lost control too, I feel. And I feel they're coming in. Somebody wants to court you, and I do feel they drive a nice car, maybe a sports car, and they drive whatever it is, it's nice. This is somebody who is very much in control of their emotions. They don't like to get out of control. They kind of have one foot in the door and out. Yeah, maybe not quite what you want, not good enough. Maybe you rejected this person. I don't know. A little bit of a one foot in the door and out kind of person, there's no doubt. But it does look like they want to court you. I think this person wants to approach, and I think they're a little afraid you're going to reject them. Like whatever it is they come in, it may not be good enough. I mean, they may see you as cornucopia. To me, in this deck, it's kind of like an Empress energy. You have a lot of abundance. You have a lot of love to give. Very nurturing, caring, compassionate. You've been very generous with this person, but they were not generous with you. So that's what I feel is kind of going on here. Now, for whatever reason, Six of Stones. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, see, you held back. You're in control of your emotions. You took control. You may have let them get the best of you with this person. You may have been very generous and nurturing, very giving. You may have been, cooking for them, doing a lot of stuff. You're making them comfortable, making them happy because you had feelings. But I feel though you've stopped talking to them. I feel like they never shared their feelings. I feel like this is somebody, I wonder if this person was... It doesn't mean you shared all your feelings, because I do see this lack of reciprocity. I wonder if this person comes around, if you still feel the same about them, and I think that's what they're thinking. Whoever they are, they may have rushed in and out here. Tell me about this Knight of Bows. Watch out for anyone who is sneaky. You might have a couple people here. It's quite possible there's a couple energies, yeah, so... There's definitely, it could be somebody you work with. So be careful here too about somebody. Make sure somebody puts in that work, that they share their feelings. This is someone trying to perfect their craft. I think they're a little crafty. If you do have a lot of abundance and someone comes back around, I got to be honest, be careful of this person. If you got two people, there's definitely one person here that I feel is wanting to approach you. I feel like it's two energies. There's someone here who was very much in control of their emotions, and I feel they're coming towards you wanting to approach, but they're afraid you're going to reject them. They're not sure you're going to still feel the same. They may have rushed in and out, and it's in the middle, so all parties involved. And then you have possibly another person who's crafty. This could be somebody who's a friend, could be just a friend. Okay, so be a little careful if someone's perfecting their craft here with that Knight of Bows, right? They're crafty, sneaky. This is somebody who may have been a little, I feel one foot in the door, a little emotionally disconnected kind of energy is what I'm picking up. Because you've manifested something. You've got a lot of change. You have a lot of abundance. Maybe that's what's happening with you and they're coming back around. Yeah, you got a choice between two. You're manifesting something. You're making a decision. Somebody, it could be a Gemini energy, somebody a little sneaky, doesn't have to be, but you're making this choice. So you may have a couple people coming around. I think you're going to have a hard time making a decision. I think you got another person here who kind of hid their feelings from you. They hid something, I feel, or they just weren't telling you something to do with this, but it's like the wake-up call. They're looking for answers and clarity within themselves. They're seeing the situation different, from a different angle and a different perspective. They're seeing you differently. So it could be the way they approach. So you're making a choice possibly between two. Cancer, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. You got the Wheel of Fortune. And I wonder if you just come into some money, or things are just going really well money-wise, and this person's coming in. It's going to be somebody who doesn't really work, right? It's somebody who kind of wants you to do all the work. They want you to be the one to give, and you're like, no, they're just focused on that physical. They may have rushed in and out of a connection, but you're getting off this emotional roller coaster. You're putting an end to a cycle. So you're in the cycle of cornucopia. I love this. They may be coming in and trying to get things to go in their favor. I don't know if you're going to go for this person. Somebody is crafty. Be careful. They may not even work. They want you to do all the work. Somebody didn't connect emotionally. I do feel like you have someone else who wants to come around. It could be somebody you work with too that's kind of hanging around and wanting to approach. I do feel like you got someone who has I feel like they have a nice car or a vehicle. I do feel they are an emotional person. Maybe you rejected them because you weren't interested in them. There was something about them that wasn't right. They just weren't for you, possibly. Maybe they rejected you and now they're trying to figure out how to approach. I feel like someone's missed an opportunity with you, and then you've got someone who's just darn right sneaky. I gotta say it, yeah. You got someone who's focused on, they're all about themselves. They may be a little bit younger than you. I feel, yeah, you be careful. Someone here is a little bit all about themselves. Aries, Leo, Sag. You don't have to be. I see a Gemini here as well. Yeah, a little Sag energy. Somebody who's trying to figure out how to get somebody here is looking, they want to cash in on your success. Don't let somebody exploit you, even if you have feelings for them. Be a little careful. You may have somebody coming back that you actually loved at some point. They never really reciprocated, you know. And now you have something really good going for you, and here they come. Someone looking for attention because you're successful. I do feel like you are going to start getting a lot of attention in the next while. Things are about to go in your favor that way. That could be the cornucopia as well. But I feel like you've got some good stuff coming. Whatever it is you're manifesting, it's a choice in love. You want love. I feel like you do. I feel like you've kind of, you know, if money is going good, now you want to focus on that a little bit. Or a lot. Page of Vessels. Yeah, you got somebody here who's weighing the pros and the cons. Somebody who's unable to make a decision. You know, they're a little shy. They may owe you an apology, or they're just holding back. Not sure if you're going to reject them. You got a couple people that you've rejected or have rejected you, and now they're coming back around. Yeah, you got someone here with that Four of Vessels. Not so sure. You want a commitment. You have a foundation. I wonder if you got someone who didn't want to commit, so you rejected them because you couldn't really see a way forward. You're guarding your heart. But make sure you take the rose-colored glasses off is what I feel. Somebody comes in and tries to sweet talk you, wine and dine you, and they really just want to exploit. Make sure don't give this person too much of yourself. Keep your emotions in check. Don't get too emotionally invested too quick with this person. If they try to come in and control the situation, okay, because this person could get out of control. Watch out if you're out with somebody and they're drinking as well. Don't have too much drinks. Say no if you have to drive. I see that warning. You don't want to lose control here of that. You don't want to have any kind of accident, or I don't see anything serious, but it's just a slight warning. I feel like somebody wants to work something out with you. Somebody who may have you've worked with before, or they did some work for you on your house, your home. I see that energy. This is somebody who is planning some kind of success, but I feel they're a little bit sneaky. And this is someone, you may have two people. You may have somebody who's just really enthusiastic, comes charging forward. Don't let anybody rush you towards that physical. Be careful what you're manifesting, it's telling you here, okay? Make sure you're not being manipulated by somebody. You may have two, like one person may be younger than you, and then you may have somebody who's a little bit older. They're just kind of that Knight of Bows, a little bit wily, a little crafty. Some of you are just perfecting your craft too. You're charging forward, working on something. You may have a little Aries, Leo, Sag in your chart too, where you're manifesting what you want, and it's bringing you some abundance. But things are going to go in your favor. There's some change, and it does look money-wise for some. If you got a choice between two people, like I feel like you got this Page of Vessels, someone's weighing the pros and the cons and making a decision. This is somebody who's just kind of a little off balance, right? Like you might have two people, you may be weighing the pros and the cons between two. Somebody apologized. You may not be so sure something might seem a little off. I don't know. I got a feeling that you're going to cut a couple people out, but we'll see. Tell me about the Two of Arrows. Injustice. Yeah, somebody not treating you right. You're up in your head. Yeah, you want a partner, someone who has your back. You're not so sure you see a way forward. If you can rely on someone to have your back. I feel as though you've got an energy with a person who you always have their back. You're always there for them. But I feel as though they're not really there. It's like there's something's unfair and unbalanced. You're always giving and they're not. I would be careful. Don't invite somebody out. Like, don't spoil somebody and invite them out, because they will take advantage. I can tell you that right now. This is somebody crafty. I hate to say it, but I do. I feel like you're on such a good track here in some ways. I would stay manifesting. I would put an end to a situation with one person definitely here. And you may have a new person, like, you know, things are going in your favor, and then you may have this other person coming around. They could both be people that have rejected you, or you've rejected, or you're not sure of, and you know, you're comparing them. It's possible that you're sitting there comparing something here about two people who have kind of a similar energy. Because I feel like you're being very wise about your happy family, your home, commitment, your foundation. You're very smart. I think you're being very, very clever. I feel like you are up in your head a lot to do with stability, your money, safety, security. You want a partner, someone who has your back. I feel like you got somebody who wants you back because you have money. I would be careful. It's what just popped out of my mouth. I don't think I've ever actually said that, but that's what I feel. Yeah. If you come into any kind of money in the next while, be cautious. If that's not your story, then I wouldn't worry about that part too much. But don't give of yourself. Don't give somebody. Don't be exploited. Yeah, Cancer. So yeah, watch your behavior, how you conduct yourself. Make sure this person's faithful. I feel like you already know that you don't have a lot of faith in this person, but you want marriage and commitment. I do see a Taurus energy. This is somebody who, I feel like this is someone here who you are on the same page in some ways. There's some kind of bond and connection. It's like this person kind of keeps, it's like this on and off, they keep coming back around, but they really are somebody who, I do feel there's someone who gets a lot of attention from other people. Like I wonder, or they're wondering if you are. But I would be careful. Make sure you're on the same page. This is about, learning. If you do get into a relationship with somebody, make sure you get a prenup if you have lots of money and they don't. I have to say it because I feel that. You got someone who wants you back because you have money. Or somebody thinks that you want them because they have money. Okay, so make sure you speak your truth. I honestly feel... Let me just go on to this Hierophant. I feel like you got somebody who's okay and someone who's not so okay. If you got two, yeah. So you got someone here. We got the King and Queen of Cups. Two people who aren't on the same page. You haven't shared your feelings. There's been a lack of reciprocity. So you don't have a lot of faith in them. See, this is someone who may not have faith in themselves for whatever reason. But you do have someone who actually loves you and has feelings. Or they just have a lot of feelings. It's a family person. It's someone who's a little cautious because maybe they're not so sure how you feel if they come in and offer you that cup. Maybe they're worried that you're just they're coming after you because you're successful. Maybe to do with your work. Maybe you've got a new job. You've been working hard and you've reached that cornucopia stage. Like, wow, it's telling you if you work really hard, I'm talking really hard, you can absolutely have that cornucopia without anybody else. Telling you that right now. It's here. It's all up to you, though, how you take it. You have to be the one to manifest it. You have the tools you need, it says, to manifest what you want. This is personal growth. It's money, finances. It's this energy of lighting a fire under it. What we have here is two people who build each other up and move forward so things go in your favor. But be very careful. Make sure this person gives you the attention you need. If you have someone who just kind of comes around once in a while, don't let them exploit you in that way either. Don't give them that attention. Don't feed their ego. And it kind of looks like you're not. And that's why I feel like you got someone here who is kind of seeing that energy, right? You're not offering them anything. You've completely stopped talking or you're just not giving them a much. Because they were breadcrumbing you probably to begin with, more than likely. Oh boy, I don't like these kind of readings, but here we go. I got to tell you as it comes out. Cornucopia. Why is this here? What is this cornucopia all about for Cancer? Yeah, take your time with someone. Make sure they're sincere. Slow and steady wins the race. You may have Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn in your chart or something. This could be yourself, but anyone who comes in, make sure they're sincere. I think you got someone here who may not be so sincere, and somebody who is more sincere, and they want to approach you. They've kind of held back. They're looking for answers or kind of looking for clarity. They're kind of thinking about their feelings. Now, this is the Great Bear. This is somebody who's waking up, okay? Someone who's waking up. I see the Northern Lights. Things becoming clear. Someone's looking for that clarity. Maybe you're wondering if you have feelings for them. You may have somebody here that just wondering if you have feelings. I do feel like you got somebody who wants to wine and dine you. It could be a reunion or reconciliation, but this is somebody who sometimes just does really sweet things for you. Okay? Maybe you feel like they're not good enough. Maybe you've rejected them, or Maybe they're worried about that, or they feel like they're going to miss an opportunity if they don't come in and maybe wine and dine you and take you out. I see a lot of different stuff here going on. I would just be cautious, any of you. Make sure that you're being treated right. Make sure that somebody doesn't want you back because you have money, because I see some kind of indecision, something that you may not see. Okay, take the rose-colored glasses off. If you got somebody that, you know, kind of keeps coming back around and you're just crazy about them, right? You really love them. I do feel like there's someone here who's thinking of commitment and marriage, though. There is one person, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or somebody. Don't assume it is, okay? It could be just somebody who's in their emotions. This is someone a little cautious. Telling you to be cautious. Make sure this person is faithful. You can trust them, that you're on the same page emotionally. Don't start giving to them. Yeah, somebody might be coming in and asking you for money. Watch out for that. Thinking woman. Yeah, be a little cautious. It could be a friend. It could be anything. It's just giving you a heads up. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to go for it. Yeah, this is justice, a little Libra energy. You want someone who's just right. You want someone who comes in right. I feel as though you want a commitment, a foundation. You want somebody who brings balance. You want that balanced connection. So it's a come to me right or don't come to me at all. Yeah, I see. You may have already gone through this energy, but I'm going to tell you, you got somebody coming back around that's been on and off, and they're hoping things go in their favor. If this person hasn't changed, and they act anything like they did before, they may actually be very cautious if they come back and traditionally act exactly like they did before. Do not give everything to this person. Don't start cooking for them. Don't allow this person to exploit you. Like, don't give them, okay? Don't feed their ego too much, things like that. Because I feel like what you do, some of you, probably not all of you, what I'm seeing here is you're feeding somebody's ego, and they're really just focused on themselves. They just want attention. They're all about them. They're not really emotionally connected. Somebody's being crafty, and they're very good at it. They perfected their craft, right? So make sure whoever comes towards you to connect, that you're on the same page, that they put the effort in. Make them put the effort. If they don't, then they're not for you. Okay, you're never going to feel safe and secure like you can rely on this person. They have to show you they're reliable. They have to show you they're willing to reciprocate, to give. So in other words, if you have money or you've always been giving to somebody or something, make sure they do that for you this time. If they don't, then they're just coming back around exactly like they did before. Okay, so you might be comparing somebody where you've had this situation. It may be somebody not coming around. You may be ending a cycle in your life. You may have anyone who comes in, you may be watching for people and just taking it slow, slow and steady wins the race, taking time to get to know. Make sure they pay attention to you. Make sure, because if you have somebody who only comes back around once in a while and they're really slow and you're always doing things for them, it's telling me to get off that roller coaster. I kind of feel like you've gone through some kind of change here. I do feel like this person's coming around. I do feel like there is somebody. I'm trying to read it in another way, but I actually feel that message is for some of you where somebody's on and off and they're coming back around. If they haven't changed, be careful, because they may come back and give you a bunch of energy and kind of exploit you, kind of get what they want, and then you won't see them for a long time. Okay, so I would say don't give them anything till they put in a lot of hard work, and if they don't, then they're not that interested. They're not really committed. So make sure you get justice. I do feel like you're going to get some from someone. I do feel like that one person up here feels like they want to wine and dine you. They don't want to miss an opportunity with you, but they're not so sure you feel the same. They don't really have a lot of faith. You're not really on the same page yet. But I actually feel it's just watch how they conduct themselves. If they're open emotionally, they might be a little cautious, but if they're open emotionally and they, this is somebody who's learned, this is somebody who has learned from past mistakes, it's somebody mature, emotionally mature and available. I do see this person as cautious, a little bit cautious. Yeah, watch out for, there's that other person. Yeah, somebody who comes rushing back in and out, here for a good time. Doesn't mean this person's not going to stay. This is someone very enthusiastic, charming. And you got a charmer and a sweet talker here. And I do feel one person's okay. I feel like they're okay, but I still think you need to be careful. If somebody decides they want to commit to you suddenly, like you only date them for a while and they want to commit, I would be getting a prenup. It's what it keeps telling me here. I don't know. But I do feel one person's okay. I feel like you just need to get on the same page to share your feelings, to make sure that you both care about each other. I would still be cautious, but yeah, I see a lot of talk back and forth. It's sort of a been there, done that. I don't think you're going to let this one person back in. I actually think you have their number. I think you're going to take it slow with anyone that comes in. You have somebody who wants to take things right. They want to take it slow. They're not rushing you into a commitment. They're not rushing. They're paying attention to you. They're curious about you. They want to have success. You may compare them to somebody else. This other person. Yeah, but I do see some of you are kind of getting bored too. Like you're tired of maybe waiting for someone who's slow. So if you are, just move on to somebody better. Don't be worried about cutting someone out. You got to it's saying do what's right for you. That's justice, right? You want somebody who comes in right. And if they don't treat you right and they don't come in right and they don't want to get married, yeah, someone who wants their cake and eat it too. Okay, so we have an Emperor here. So actually should go here. That's where I was talking. Make sure there's someone who comes in right, that they see you as the one, okay? That they commit to somebody, but make sure they don't want their cake and eat it too. I just feel like you got a person here, and I think it's this person here. I feel like you're going to meet someone and then this other person's going to come in. You're almost ready to set yourself free from somebody. You know, you've got good things going, and all of a sudden after a long time this person comes back. Yeah, make sure this is somebody who pulls their weight in the relationship. Because I feel like you're have some really strong boundaries here too. Because I feel like you could end up pulling the weight in a relationship. If you have especially if you're the one with the money, they may put all the burdens on you. Make sure whoever comes towards you too, anybody who's apologizing, make sure they take full responsibility. Make sure they pull their weight, that there's somebody you can count on. And that's what it's saying. So I do feel like there's somebody who wants to, but I do feel like one person is dishonest and one person isn't. Or you're just comparing something that's happened to you before to this new person. They may have a similar kind of energy. But I feel one person's much more sincere than the other. Somebody does want to court you and date you, and you're kind of not sure how you feel about them. I don't know why. So you might reject, you're not so sure if you want to go down that path. But this is about two people, kind of getting together. You're not sure you're compatible or they're right for you, if you want to go there kind of energy. You're busy creating something. You've got good stuff going on. And if you feel like you haven't, then it's probably, I would say the message is just date casually. Look out for yourself. Focus on your money. Because I feel as though when you do have more money, you'll be more confident. I definitely can see that energy. Tell me about the Lovers. Let's see what's going on. We'll wrap this up. Oh, Cancer. Some of the readings are heavy again this week. Get this on and off energy like that. Yeah. So you got someone here. Holding back, protecting yourself. It's somebody who gets attention. They rush in and out between you and another person. You don't feel like they're going to be faithful. And then you've got another person. So there you go. There's your confirmation. Protect yourself. This is somebody who gets around. That's where it's telling you to take the rose-colored glasses off. Make sure you can count on them. This is someone who cares about you. You want someone who cares. They're responsible. Reliable, somebody who's mature. They know exactly what they want, but don't let somebody have their cake and eat it too at your expense either. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, so I can see this energy. Yeah, you do have somebody coming in. Take the time to get to know someone too, right? If they take the time to get to know you, I feel like you got somebody who wants to make peace. They want to apologize for maybe not reciprocating. Maybe it's somebody who didn't really reciprocate. Maybe they rejected you. They weren't sure if you were on the same page or you were right. It might have been them. they come back in. But I don't know. I do feel like they are wondering if you still feel the same, because they're looking at things from a different angle, a different perspective. They've done some introspection. Tell me about this. Yeah, I see this movement. Somebody coming in to make peace. It could be, you know, some kind of closure where someone feels responsible. It could be this whole one person doing this, feeling responsible for something. You may have somebody here who's looking to see if you're a partner, if they can rely on you, if you're someone to pull their weight. Maybe you've got someone who was married before and they had a partner that didn't pull their weight. So that could be that too. Okay, and a little bit afraid of that. It could be you, could be them. Keep your boundaries up, whatever. Don't be afraid to set strong boundaries. Tell me about the happy family. Because if somebody doesn't like those boundaries, then they probably don't really like you enough to go through the motions of showing you that they're reliable, that they have your best interest, you know. And if they don't, you're best to move away to avoid a disaster. And because I feel like you've got good things, like there's good energy around you in your love life. Things are going better. Things are going to be ever changing and evolving in the next while. So it's up to you when you want to, you know, when you find that right person, because I see options and choices in love. Protecting yourself, protecting your money, holding back. Watch out someone doesn't come in and, like, you know, try to get that physical connection, sweet talking you. I'm going to be honest. I feel as though you're going to be on to this person. I don't know why. I feel like you are being pretty wise here, Cancer. You've got that, you know, Queen of Swords kind of energy there. Yeah, so there is definitely something here. Yeah, something toxic. You've had an unhealthy relationship before. Somebody who didn't pull their weight. Somebody who didn't take responsibility for something. Some of you have Capricorn or something in your chart, or you're obsessed with money right now. You have a lot of burdens and responsibilities. You don't need any more responsibilities or burdens. But yeah, you got someone here who's, yeah, so you are Empress energy. There you are. Yeah, you're going to achieve that. Like, this is learning all the lessons from all the queens, becoming very wise, knowing what's right, making solid choices and decisions for yourself here. Your money's looking good. If you got Capricorn or Taurus or something in your chart, I can see you really doing really well. If you're creating and working on something, stay focused on that. I do see you having a happy family and a solid financial foundation. I absolutely do. I think you have an Emperor here that really does want you. I think you have someone here who sees you as someone who will pull their weight. They're looking for an Empress. Now, that doesn't mean they want you to pay a bunch of money, or it doesn't mean it. A lot of times with an Emperor is usually somebody who covers everything. But the Empresses, I mean, they may want somebody that helps entertain, helps with their business. You may both have a separate energy. You could have an Emperor and an Empress that live separate as well. Okay, so watch that too, because you may decide to just like not want to commit. You may not want a commitment because you kind of have everything you need here. You're manifesting everything. You have all the tools you need. It's like, and the money and the cornucopia. You don't really need somebody. So if you've been lacking money-wise and you focus on it, it's telling you your life will go for a big change. Things will start going in your favor. You'll be able to be the one to pick and choose, okay, with that Empress energy. And it kind of looks like some of you are already at that. I see you moving forward into calmer waters, kind of learning as you go, making some money. Yeah, you got someone here who regrets. Man, they didn't see that connection. Somebody was focused on something negative. They didn't see that connection that they had. That's the person up here, I feel, that either you rejected or they rejected. I kind of feel like you did, because you weren't on the same page, or they didn't want to commit. Something, yeah. There you are. Happy home, happy life. You've got some emotional fulfillment and happiness coming. I can see you in the future being very content with someone. You may live separate from someone though, okay? Because I see somebody who really loves you but maybe doesn't want to get married. They may commit but may not want to get married. And it's up to you to decide if that's right for you. So I do see you getting justice. I do see somebody seeing you as marriage material. I see somebody seeing you as the one. I think you got someone here who's going to try very hard to make you happy. I think you have someone who has some kind of regrets, or they just didn't see what they had. They weren't seeing what they had right in front of them. So just be cautious of who comes in. Some of you definitely have a couple people, maybe even three. I don't know. I see a lot of different energies. The Emperor, the King of Cups, and then you've got that couple of Knights here. So some of you may be dating a lot of people, getting a lot of attention. So choose wisely. Take your time. So yeah, trust your intuition. It will guide you, okay? So there could be a spiritual connection with someone, but trust your intuition. You already know everything you need to know. You're being very wise. You have this Empress energy. Wow. Some of you are like so leveling up. I'm seeing the Empress a lot lately, and I think a lot of you people who have been watching tarot a long time are really taking a lot from this, and I feel like it may seem like it's up and down and on and off at times, but I'm going to tell you, you will eventually achieve that emotional fulfillment, that happiness, even if you connect with somebody and you decide to live alone, but you may commit, because I can see that here for someone, a few people. So just trust your intuition. And I think it's guiding you. There's a spiritual connection. You know everything you need to know, Spirit says. And you may have somebody who's got Pisces. They may already know everything they already need to know about you. You were right in front of them and they didn't see you. Just watch the wily, crafty person in the middle. That's the person I'm really worried about for you, that you misconstrue them. So don't go on the signs, go on the energy and how they approach you. Okay, so take care. I wish you guys so much the best. Enjoy the fruits of your labors and work away, because you're manifesting just about everything you could want here. Just save money too, it says. Hold on to your money and protect yourself. So take care. Bye for now.